What is up, my AoE anarchist? Risen Dragon here with a really fun video for you today. And today we are looking at this civ right here, the Sicilians, an infantry and cavalry civilization that have some very interesting characteristics about them and their ability to basically put pressure on an opponent from a very early stage in the game. Incredibly good civ. I'm going to tell you right now, we're coming off the heels. I'm recording this segment right on the heels of a massively successful, as far as like winning and stuff is concerned, stream. Yeah. So I think we found our civ here, kids. But let's see what the Sicilian says. So it says it's an infantry and cavalry civ. They start with plus 100 stone. Their fortifications are built 50% faster. Their town centers are built 100% faster, so there's a booming thing that they can get into. Land military units receive 33% less bonus damage. That is so key, because if you're taking say 3 damage or however much extra damage spearmen do to your cav, for example, or whatnot, it ignores that. So it's one of those things where it's an incredibly potent civilization to do like rushes with. Farm upgrades provide plus 125% additional food, so their farms, you get more out of them, you can boom real easily, and Donjon replaces the watchtower line. Now a Donjon, I'm going to get to that in a minute, their unique unit is a sergeant, which we're going to get to in a sec too. First Crusade, which is each town center, maximum 5, spawns a one-time batch of 5 sergeants, units more resistant to conversion. Halberg, Knights +1/+2 pierce armor. Team bonus transport ships +5 line of sight, cost 50 cents less. Nah, that's fine. But basically, here's what we're going to look at. We go to let's go to this. We go to the, where is it? Where is it? Yeah, where is it? Oh, where's my donjon? Where is it? Hello? Sorry. Where is it? There. No. Where's my there it is. Ha ha ha. So a donjon. 50 wood, 175 stone. It's a fortification used to train your unique unit in spearman line. It is a unique building. It has a health of 1250. It can deal some pretty potent damage, and it can train your sergeants. Now your sergeants are a unique military infantry unit that can construct donjons as well. So basically what you can do is you send villagers forward, build an initial donjon, train some sergeants, then they build more donjons as you go. You got to get some people on stone early on, so you do have to do that as well. So that's basically kind of what we're going for here. Well, let's go through the civ real quick. Basically, you get almost a full archer line, no hand cannoneers. You do get cav archers, but no heavy cav. You get your full complement of militia, as well as all the way up to halberdier. You get gambesons and squires and arsons, supplies as well. Your stable is actually quite, it's all right. I mean, you don't get hussar, but you do get cavalier. You don't get paladin, so it's, even though it says it's a cav civ, it's kind of like more. I use it more for infantry. Siege workshop, you get your rams, you get your onagers, you get your scorps, you get your siege towers. Basically, you get almost every single upgrade except for ring archer armor. So your archers are not going to be as good late in the game. Docks, yeah, the navy is very, very good. You don't get your elite cannon galleon, nor do you get your droman. You do get chemistry, you get siege engineers, ballistics, masonry, but no architecture, which is kind of weird. Historically, at least. As we've said before, First Crusade, Halberg. You also get your sappers, your conscription, spies, and treason. Monastery is kind of weak. Devotion, yeah, you do get that. Herbal medicine, sanctity, fervor, illumination, and faith. You don't get redemption, so you can't convert buildings and stuff like that. You do get pretty much all your upgrades except for two-man saw, and you get all your crop stuff too. So basically, with the Sicilians, you can boom, you can infantry rush, you can, donjon rush in tower, or whatever you call it, tower rush, really, really effectively. So we're actually going to pull off a successful donjon rush in this video. So please hang around and enjoy with me. Alright, let's check this out. We are in the red versus Kicking Cats, who is as the Goths. Yeah, we're just going to go through our Dark Age here. Pretty standard stuff. My goal here is just to obviously cut down on any idle time. You know, we take a kind of a backwoods there, or back wood line, I should say. Do have to say though, I am very impressed with my boring skills here. And better than usual. I'm getting better. Trying not to idle the TC too much. That's obviously anyone's big thing. So get some houses down. And we go from there. Now, basically, my strategy here is obviously when you're playing Arabia, you want to try to get walled off and stuff as soon as you possibly can, which I do right here. And then I think my Vil goes somewhere else. I don't know what happened there, but it's what it is. Get the loom in, I think. And then we go up to feudal. And I think I maybe put a little too many... Oh yeah, now here we start to send our Vils forward in order to build our donjon, and that's what you want to do. You want to scout. You want to be able to scout pretty well. Now notice right here, I go right in the middle. Let's slow it down. Maybe just a little bit. I try to hit their mines. I want to get control of the gold. Goths generally are infantry, so you know, man-at-arms and those things, of course, require gold. They do get in briefly here with some cavalry. As you see, we have one kill there. But you know, okay, so that goes away, and now we start. Now we don't start training sergeants. We should be starting to train sergeants, though. I think because of the fact that I don't have a ton of food, that's why we're not training the sergeants. So yeah, we do have a spear back at home, by the way, and we get walled off. But the big thing here is we want to make sure that they're... we probably should have produced a little bit more, but I think I was so focused on getting the, kind of keeping the TC humming that I'm just like, all right, I gotta do this. But at least it's hitting two of their mines, and it's really keeping them off the gold in that regard. So, shame on them for trying to do that on their forward gold. So, but yeah, still no movement on the donjon. But like I said, this right here it's doing its job. It's holding steady. So we're just gonna go back here. We get walled off. Probably too many workers on the wall itself, but you know it is what it is. We have a lonely spearman. And finally, we get some sergeants going. We got a sergeant and a spear going, just because of the fact that I saw the... sorry about that. Just because of the fact that I saw the stable, or not the stable, I saw the scout cav come in. I was a bit leery about that. So, but as you see, they do have some scouts right there. They're amassing scouts right in my backyard. That's okay. They move forward. And they attack. They do come in and start attacking. And by the way, they've already gotten one of my vills, and obviously I'm getting a little bit too much idle TC time. But I just stick my spear right there, and I'm like, all right, well, you can come on through. I'm fine with you doing that. And the spearmen they just kind of chill. Now here also too, I kind of feel like I made a little bit of an error as far as, what to, oh yeah, no, now I move to stone. Okay, there we go. So, I do move to stone, and, probably too many idle vills there. Oh, no, not quite. There, and that comes in, and it's like, yeah, cool, if you break in, that's okay with me, because all I do is just repel it with the, and they're like, oh yeah, faked you out there. Then, no, come right back, and guess what? Now you're dead. So you're gonna run right into a choke point, and that's no good. Meanwhile, this donjon right here, we're just kind of chilling. We're just kind of keeping tabs on things. Like I said, we've shut them down pretty good. They do move to the back gold. They do put a tower there, which is actually going to come into play later in the game. Just kind of a spoiler alert. I get a market going, so look at this gold that I'm floating here. Again, I'm mainly focusing on the fact that, you know, the Sicilians, of course, they can really boom in the economy. So I want to try to get that going. I do idle again, idling the TC, just way too much for feudal, but we're still, like, what? 659, I think. We're 659 when we played this. So, alright, in come the scouts. They're gonna get some kills on me. Yeah, they get an eco kill. But yeah, here they come back in, and they see the spearmen, and they're like, "Oh, run away!" Also, too, notice I don't have any blacksmith up yet, but that does get rectified fairly soon. But this right here, you know, just throw an extra donjon in, just a little bit of guidance there. Also, notice too, the value of my units, incredibly high there. And here I start to donjon rush. Now, the big thing here is we just barely gap this, we yard this just barely, and that's really important because, as you can see, it does range the town center. That's what I meant by gapped. It does range the town center. Now, I do have to wonder, though. Oop, no, wrong place. I do have to wonder, what does my buddy Kicking Cats here... Oop, sorry. What does Kicking Cats here see? Not much, actually. He's about to see some stuff, though. There it is. So now he sees it. Alright. So here we actually, and this is kind of what you want to do. You want to get these up and running. Now, you get this going here. He goes right to castle, and I'm focused so much on, you know, booming and developing eco that I'm just like, all right, well, whatever. I'm totally okay with that. And I do start getting a little bit crazy on the walls, idling the TC way too much as well. So I think I got housed here. That's exactly why. And I do have an archery range. I just built a range at random just because of the fact that Goths mainly tend to be an infantry civ. And finally here, I just decided to take out the mining camp, and I start to take out their stables because I noticed that, hey, that's kind of where they're going. I don't know why they ran under the TC, but I'm like, all right, whatever. And I regroup, and I end up losing a few. Oh, I think I just go back and take out the thing. I don't know why I did that, but still no blacksmith. When did I get the blacksmith in? I don't know. But anyways, and here I just way too much idle time for those guys, but is what it is. So the purpose here is we're just trying to put pressure on the opponent and really just start to expand our map control. I do throw supplies in. I don't know why I threw supplies in. Oh, I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that, but that's alright. I take out their blacksmith. They take out their stable. I try to go for the stable. And notice here, everything there's like several buildings that are under attack. And they have one military unit. I got 21. So yeah, and also too, I'm ranging their deer too, so I'm like, all right, that's fine. So they start to go there for the stable. The stable goes down. Barracks goes down now too. Now look, I'm still in feudal, and I'm like totally ahead at this point. With all the map pressure that we're putting on, it's just really a. And then this guy right here goes through, and I'm just like, nope, you're dead. Nice try. I'm trying to keep this guy as far away from that as possible. And notice I'm still not going up to castle because I've got 39 vills. He's got 38, but no army. He's got no defense whatsoever. And that's kind of what you want to try to do with a donjon rush, is you want to try to make sure you're denying your opponent. And here I see the castle, and I'm like, uh-oh, this is going to be a problem. Luckily for me, I do get through a little bit, but then I'm like, all right, wait a minute here. Try to take out a few, doesn't quite work. So I just head back, and I'm like, no, you know what, just regroup. And we'll figure something out. And then I realize I gotta get up to castle. I gotta get up to try to see what I can do here. But notice too, this now yards gaps the ranges the donjon. So now I've got to start to, and now I do go up. Yeah, I do go up to castle there. Okay. So here, this goes down because it's just in the range of the castle, and it's like, that's all right. So that goes down. But watch what I do here. I think, what do I do? Yeah, I just build another one just a little bit further away. So I'm still controlling, I'm still controlling the gold. I'm still, putting pressure on them. I don't quite gap the range. I don't know why I'm saying that. I haven't quite ranged a blacksmith, but speaking of blacksmith, I do get a blacksmith going, and I get the scale mail. Also, too, I get the fletching in, because you want to increase the range of your units. And here, look at this. I got all these things. Just boom, go in and attack. Just start taking out houses at this point. Just minor victories at this point. And you can see there, yeah, I wander into the castle a little bit. Too much room, so I'm like, too much room for error, I should say. I just kind of go here and stick to these houses. I think I take out that house there, and we go from there. But now, once we get fletching in, that's when things really start to have some fun. Notice too, he's ahead as far as kills are concerned, but I've got 21 military units, and here I decide, hey, you know what? I can build donjons. Why don't I build one right here? Not realizing that they've got a watchtower. That's kind of where things get fun. It's like, oh, yep, there's the watchtower. So I will say a donjon does go up, but if I put it back a tile, I'd have been okay. I didn't realize that as I'm constructing it, it's getting ranged by this tower here. So, and then I decide, let's go into the TC and do some raiding. Stay away from the castle, get some eco kills. I think I take out a farm here. I think that's what I did. Yeah, I take out a farm. Someone told me, I think it was Scrappy Coco told me, when you take out, eco, you're going for some eco kills here. That's kind of where I'm going for. And now these guys are just caught in no man's land. So, but luckily, get them out. And did I get the armor upgrade? Yeah, I did get the armor upgrade. And more start coming in, and that's... Also, I'm up to 2 TCs, and this is where I really start to boom. Look at the eco res collected. Almost 2,500 difference. And I go around. I take the scenic route. But here you got to make the most use out of your time. And yeah, had I put this one maybe a tile back, I'd have been in great shape. I'd have been absolutely great shape. Or maybe even, maybe a little bit this way back and this way a little bit. But, live and learn. But you can see now I've got pretty much a lot of pressure right here just with this alone. And I upgrade to pikes too, because again, when you see scouts to begin with, you're like, what do I do? Oh yeah, you throw pikes at them. So I only have one spear at the moment, but oh no, I do have a spear. Yeah, well, I've got several. But anyways, so we just kind of regroup. We kind of sit and chill for a few. Mainly because I'm like, you know what? I've got a lot of pressure here. I'm clearly up as far as eco is concerned, and now it's just like, all right, we'll go from there. And I think I take out a Vil here, yeah, take out a Vil there. So, yay, 6-2. So, anyways, I do get a castle going. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit. How do I end up with Here we are. Yeah, idling the TC, not a good idea. Oh yeah, this is where I start to go. Okay, there's the castle right there. So, and now I'm like, all right, screw this. I'm just putting a forward castle here. But again, this is a castle that maybe, now of course, if you look at this, not there yet. But they do have a castle right here, and also too, my eco is so much better that I even throw a forward monastery in there. How cool is that? You got forward monks. Maybe that's a thing. But again, using the Sicilians farm bonus to really just get way ahead in your economy. Even though I've got 10 extra villagers, and whatnot. Here come the Huskarls. They're not going to get to the castle in time, but they kind of walk right into the line of fire, so to speak, and they end up going back, but. And then I start to get some monks forward. We go and grab the relic, which, relic play, you have to understand that is something that, every oh yeah, and we sell some wood and we sell some stone and we go up to imp. So not a bad way to go. Where we hit imp in this game, which I was really, but this is where I think he made a mistake. Is he just starts sending his Huskarls right into the line of fire, and I don't know what those guys are doing, but. And also too, we have the chainmail. We have all our armor upgrades. We have our armor upgrade. We have our forging upgrade for this very reason. We want to be able to have some durable warriors to go under the castle. And yeah, they're getting a lot of kills to deaths here. But not only that, we have monks. We have a forward gold here, so we're gonna be able to start, really churning out some trebs. Plus, we got 26 on wood, 23 on. Food, and yeah, we don't have any on stone, but that's going to change in a minute or two because we're going to build one right here. But yeah, we're going up to imp, and I'm feeling great at this point. By the way, this came after I won my first match of the day. Like basically today, what I did was the Extra Life game day benefiting the Extra Life campaign. I'll put the link in the description. But so you can contribute money to the cause. It is a campaign to research treatment for children's cancer, and it will benefit. Oh, down goes their TC, and it benefits Boston Children's Hospital. That's my charity of choice. So please, if you have any funding, consider making a contribution. I would really appreciate it. My father is a cancer survivor. It runs in my family, and my sister-in-law's mother passed away this past summer after a long battle with ovarian cancer. So something very near and dear to me. Please, if you can, make a contribution. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you very much. But back to this. So we do start to we even get a university going, and yeah, we get some trebs. The big thing for the university is I want to get ballistics, I want to get chemistry. Very, very important to have. And yeah, the idle TC keeps creeping up, but you know what? That's at this point, I'm trying to go for the kill. They do start to catch up as far as Vils are concerned, but we're so far ahead in military that it just doesn't make any... does this poor herb see this? He does. Yeah, so they're like, oh, wait a minute here, this isn't a good sign. So then I start throwing down trebs, and now it's just pretty much elementary at this point. This is like a king and pawn ending as far as, like, if you want to put chess. This is pretty elementary, pretty basic at this point. I do get bracer, so a lot of this oh, down goes that. So I rapidly catch up on eco kills and all that, and yeah, the Huskarls, yeah, they just it's almost like they had the rally point set for that. So chemistry's coming in, ballistics comes in, I even got murder holes in. Now, murder holes is totally underrated, by the way. I feel. I'm on 3 TCs now. Your standard low elo match, I guess. And in come the sergeants. Down goes the castle. In come the sergeants. We take out the blacksmith. And look at this, the knights come in. They don't really have a chance because chemistry comes in and we just start taking stuff out. This is the Huskarls. The Huskarls don't have a chance against the sergeants. Sergeants are just mopping up. Yeah, Huskarls may be a tad faster, but mine are more powerful. And as you can see, also we've got some. Looks like they were almost maybe on. That guy didn't even move in. So yeah, that was definitely a little bit of a not a good fight for him, but. You get blast furnace in. Yeah, this is, like I said, pretty elementary. Now that we've got chemistry and all these things, it definitely starts to get. And you start taking out their eco buildings, start taking out their houses, and I even start taking out their farms. That's how rough I was. Ruthless. The ruthless Risen Dragon in this game. Start coming in with trebs, and 27-2 as far as military is concerned. Here's where you just start to, you take down their. I took down the stable. You start taking out production buildings, and it really just. You even take out the lumber camp. That was just so mean. And I even get plate mail in this. So, also too, the thing about the sergeants is they get better throughout. They go feudal age. They're pretty rough, but then when you get to castle, that's when they really start to shine. So, and I see a castle, I destroy a castle. That's kind of how this game went. They get under the TC. I don't know what these guys were doing, but taking out Vills. That's exactly what they were doing. The castle just does not have a chance. These guys, I don't know what these guys were doing, but that's what they were doing. I didn't even get another treb coming in. Just constant pressure. And that's what you can do is like, you get this happening here. But then, they counterattack. And my poor crossbowman's like, hey, you, get out of here, get out of here, get out of here, no, oh. And done. So, he does counterattack, but it's pretty much... you get some long swordsmen coming in, but it doesn't really make much of a difference. They just start attacking the walls. I'm like, I don't know what was up with that, but I start pumping out sergeants at home, and it takes it pretty much they pretty much just take care of it. But look at this, 42 eco kills. I just absolutely massacred this poor kicking cats. And then he calls the GG because they realize the counterattack. He's coming home, and he's going to face donjon fire there, protecting everything. So this was actually probably the one that I was the most proud of today because of the fact that just, the constant pressure and the fact that, they could have gone around, and they did eventually go around, but by the time they were able to, it was just way too late. As you can see, 72 villagers, 50 to 52. I had 48 eco kills, and to his 3. Started off kind of rough in that regard, but we were able to catch up pretty well. So let's take a look at the statistics real quick. Military, economy, tech, that's kind of the big thing there. the military, I raised 32 buildings. Good Lord, I went absolutely crazy on this guy. Almost a 3-to-1 kill to death ratio there. Way more collected. And obviously hit imp quicker than they did. That was also key as well. They did hit 76 max, but we ended up with a 20 point difference there. Actions per minute. He was actually higher as far as actions per minute were concerned. And this is where the efficiency with the eco is. I'm not sure exactly what Goths get for eco bonuses, because I've never really played the Goths. But certainly the fact that I was able to commit less actions per minute towards eco and still end up with a lot of an eco advantage says a lot about the Sicilians and what they can do. Yeah, military, we were up there as well. They ended up with more actions per minute. So I think overall, again, like I said, out of all the games I played today, this one I was proud of the most, just because of the fact that I was able to, really put pressure and sustain the pressure on Kicking Cats, and we were able to pull off the victory. So was it a perfectly executed Donjon Rush? No. But was it obviously effective? Did we get the win? Absolutely. And again, the pressure right here, they had to go around kind of this way, and by the time that they were able to go around, it was already too little too late. So that's kind of what Sicilians can do. They can boom with their... Oops. Sorry, I think that was my cat. Yeah. Anyways, they can boom, and they can produce military units pretty quickly. So you get this strategy going, especially at a low level like where I am. I think it was Back in Black said something along the line today. A person who commented on my stream saying like, yeah, you'll be 900,000 in no time. The downside to Sicilians is if you are up against someone who knows how to defend against a Donjon Rush, you're going to have to adapt pretty quickly, and that did happen in one of my games today. I tried to Donjon Rush and ended up failing just because they were ready for it. So you have to kind of be flexible with your strategy if you're playing the Sicilians. So I will say, if you like what you saw, please please subscribe, please comment. I'm always looking for feedback. You can expect another video tomorrow, by the way. I'm working on one after this, and yeah, you can expect another one tomorrow. And also, if you're a fan of my magic content, we're getting back into that too. So hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, my AoE anarchists, happy hunting. See you on the battlefield.